It's not necessarily Monday, and nor is it necessarily morning, but
It's we'll get it to you when we fucking get it to you, macabre, baby.
yeah, baby. Listen, Monday morning, macabre is a state of mind. It's not a specific date or time. You know what I mean?
It's a
it's a lifestyle.
I got
It's
your
like-
picture.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a Salt Life
Sticker.
thing on a truck. Sticker on a truck. It's like that.
It's like the Punisher logo on a truck.
Exactly. We're the Punisher logo on a truck of podcasts. And I think that's the highest compliments you can get.
There's
honestly.
definitely one out there that is like the name of it is fucking Punisher logo or something.
Yeah, it's definitely like Skull Crusher podcast
Yeah.
where we get to the truth. And it's just like
This is
fucking-
exactly what Stan Lee wanted.
Yep.
Anyway,
You're what a crazy name, Stanley.
I know.
Stanley. His name's
He
Stanley.
snuck it all by us.
Yeah.
would've
What?
thought?
You telling me the government put this guy in place and gave him that name? I doubt it.
Programmed him to make Spider-Man.
To make Spidermans so that
Minerals.
the youth would be ignoring the real atrocities happening behind the scenes. Now we're
Oh my
talking
God,
like
go
people who would
off,
have
King.
a Punisher skull
Go off, King.
on their truck. Listen, it's me, King.
Going off.
Going off. Lost my crown, but I found it.
Sheesh.
This weekend we celebrated Scones' surprise 30th birthday.
Yeah, my girlfriend, my sister, my parents put together
Are all the same person,
sick-
baby. Got him.
Hit me with a surprise party, and I was
Yep.
like, sheesh, dude. There were so many amazing people there. A bunch
I
of
don't-
Darcy was there, and Jenny, obviously, and
I don't want to brag. We were the first ones in there that weren't family.
hell yeah, dude. And speaking of family, a bunch of my family are like big fans of this show, this program, and we're stoked to get to meet you and like see who
I
you
got
were in
to,
real life.
Interact with them.
It's
And
amazing.
by that I mean they ran up and went, Monday morning macabre.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I was like, this is who I am.
Yeah,
They're like, we got you these
give
Punisher
me the
tattoos.
pride.
Punisher tattoos, Punisher stickers for your car. Yes.
Yeah,
that was
car
neat.
tattoos.
Yeah, shout out. I don't remember all. I remember Austin. Shout out to Austin. I like your floral shirt.
Little sandwich boy.
Was one of them named Zach? Is that one?
Sure wasn't. No one in my family's
Oh.
named Zach, and I wouldn't caught
And
dead
I
in
don't
a
know
family
who
with someone
the
named
hell I
Zach.
gave that $4,000 check to. Dude.
Oh no!
He's like, I love the pod. I'm
That
really
guy
doing
follows
bad.
me around. He was there.
And I was like, well, you know the pod, so I got, when you're here, your family.
There's a guy named Zach who follows me around to big life events and scams people. He cleaned up at my first communion, dude. It was unreal.
He calls them Zgams with a Z because all Zachs have to add Z to stuff. It's like
That's
Elon
true.
and his stupid X stuff.
Isn't it weird that someday
Yeah.
there's going to be like an 80 and 90-year-old men named Zach?
Yeah, spelled Z-A-C.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And, like,
anyway,
Skylar.
I've never met any Zach older than like 40. So.
Yeah, dude, I feel like, once maybe they just all get removed.
Or they all
from
become
the
like
game.
Zachariah. Like they all become
Right.
like
yeah,
older
that's when you
names.
evolve to like.
Yeah,
it
they
goes
become
from Zach-
Charizards instead of Charmeleons. I get it.
Yeah, they find moonstones under their pillows when they turn 68.
I
and,
understand.
it all makes sense, baby.
That was but the party was sick. Presents were lit.
Party was sick. He was doing keg stands for the freshmen. It
Jenny
was super dope.
Jenny and Darcy got me a 3D printed Squirtle with the head of Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yep.
An
'Cause
awesome
that's what you need at 30.
like art card of Mothman, who is like caked up in an unbelievable way, just twerking.
Unbelievably. I hope that's like right on top of your computer right now.
Dude,
so you remember.
A sick shrimp fit, and then a sick like
The shrimp fit was. These are all
Shrimpina.
like most of these are a Jenny T original. She was like,
Big
"Yo, he'd
Jenny
love
T
all these." I'm
energy.
like, "You fucking nailed it. Let's do it."
and
I didn't know they made shrimp cocktail bucket hats.
No.
They do.
but I'm well aware now. I wore it like the entire night after I opened it. And then the candle projector of like
Mm-hmm.
Krampus eating a little kid.
Yeah.
That's just what you,
The standard
makes you feel
30th
amazing.
birthday.
and then classic 30th birthday sitcom situation. this morning I completely injured my back, and I feel awful.
Oh no.
Yep.
How is your neck doing?
That's okay. And my other 2 regions are well accounted for.
Perfect. I'm glad I didn't have to continue. That's great. Scones is getting old. I'm still young, fun, and in my 20s,
You
and you
are.
can't stop me.
Just living.
Just living.
It's like the SpongeBob meme where Squidward's looking out the window, and you're SpongeBob and Patrick running around.
And I'm out there
in
just
the window.
fucking, just waking up at 5 a.m. and feeding children and changing diapers. I'm just
living the wild young life,
living
dude.
the wild 20s life, baby. Like what that mortgages do. All right, here we go.
Here we go, baby. This
Classic
is 20s.
Wild 20s.
Just partying and stuff.
Yep. We should write a movie called This Is 20.
This is 20, and then we highlight how people can be in wildly different situations, even in their 20s.
Yes, queen.
Oh my god, we could have a character who's like in the stable adult relationship with kids. We could have the character who's feeling a little lost. He's behind. We can have the character who's like just trying to figure it out and make a relationship work, but like he just can't. It's How I Met Your Mother, essentially.
It's every movie from like 2008.
Yes, exactly.
Where it like starts with like some really like
old school
hitty bass hip hop song as he like is kind of late and his alarm goes off, and then it's like a smash cut montage of him like fucking up, like brushing his teeth and like trying to put on pants but falling over.
Yeah.
And then finally pulling up to his corporate job where his friend is in the cubicle next to him and he sees the new girl who's the attractive like romantic love interest.
Says something way out of line about her. The friend does, not him.
Yeah. And that's when he's like, oh, well, she's new. And it's like, she's like, a girl boss.
Yep. Cut to scene of the main character going, who's that? And then the friend going,
exactly.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yep. And then she has a douchebag boyfriend who's
he's the
owns
worst.
a boat.
He has like frosted tips.
Yeah, exactly. His name's like Ken.
Yeah, and he sells boats and he's really good at it.
And the whole time he like seems like he's like this really cool dude, but then she learns that he's actually a dickhead. But at the same time, at learning that, the main character has somehow wronged her in the second act.
Yes.
So then we progress into the third act, and she's like, everybody sucks. And he's like, no, you got to understand it was because of XYZ reason.
Yep.
And they end up together, even though he's like a 4 and she's like an 11.
That's what we were all waiting for.
There we go. Will they, won't they?
Incredible.
Tonight.
And he quits his job and does his passion project, too. In between them making
he's also
up,
on the side. He's writing like a screenplay.
Yeah, so in between when they get in that third act fight and when they make up, there's a montage of him quitting his job and getting into his project and it taking off.
Yep. And this is all
I've seen that movie.
Why don't we make another one? They
sold for like a solid 20 years from 1985 to 2005. That movie sold and killed.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe came and destroyed cinema.
God damn it. Matt Damon's sick to his stomach, dude.
Matt Damon. All right. Scones,
what's up?
It's your day to talk about something horrific.
It is. Yeah. And we're going to talk about the mysteries surrounding the Alaska Triangle.
So many triangles.
Yeah, triangles are spooky, brother. Probably the spookiest shape.
Spookiest shape. Yeah.
Glad
rhombuses are up there because, like, who the fuck named it that?
It's on a
and
slant.
was like, that's a good one.
It looks like a haunted house. It's like kind of slanting and falling apart.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Of course.
The rhombus on Haunted Hill, dude. Spooky.
All right.
Band. We should do a speed dating thing where the band is the like bell or whatever after like 5 minutes. You've never been to a speed dating thing, have you?
No. I don't. Do they exist outside of movies and TV shows?
I've only seen them in like Netflix shows.
Yeah, okay.
Like where okay.
Oh,
right.
By the way,
Band.
I should say thank you, Band, thank you, Morbo, thank you, Vrumo, thank you. Phil, everyone.
Phil?
Sorry, I was laughing. No, I would never Phil. Thank you so much for signing the card for my birthday.
You're very welcome, Scott.
What'd you say?
You're very welcome, Scott.
Thanks.
Brumo.
So much. Band, play us in.
If you don't understand what we're talking about, in the card Scones got for his 30th birthday, it was signed by the
Oh,
cab,
yeah, it got
whole
passed
gang.
around the break room for sure.
Yeah. Pass the Scones card to the left-hand side.
Pass the Scones card to the left-hand side.
Left-hand side. That was playing.
Yeah, and Morbo was ripping a big one.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Alaskan Triangle. So we got an
Tell me
article.
about this triangular.
Yeah, it's from All That's Interesting by Austin Harvey, edited by Maggie Donahue. Wonderful
Maggie
people.
D.
The wonderful people.
They're great people. Some of the best.
So, Darce, as you mentioned, we've talked about other triangles on this show.
Yeah. We've talked about Bridgewater triangles. We've talked about Bermuda triangles. We've talked about triangulating listeners' positions and finding out where they live.
Yes, but it's just because we want to sell you better products.
Just because we want to give you $4,000, baby.
Let us give you that money. And the Bennington Triangle we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of triangles. I think it's just like, I don't know. Why do you think it's always triangle? Do you think there's like a quadrat, like 4 crazy things happened?
I mean, I imagine it's something to do with the fact that like triangulating positions is a thing, right?
Yeah.
So like finding 3 points in which something is spooky creates a, a plane on a 2D. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. Or it's 3D
you got
friend,
you got 2
the
points. It's a
pyramid.
line. You got one. It's just a point. You got a point, a line, and then you've got an actual shape once you add the third point.
Yep. Cook.
I minored in math.
Easy.
But my GPA was not high enough to technically give it to me, but we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. Listen to what he just said. It was obviously all politics.
Yeah, it was. Listen, I was sleeping with the teacher. The teacher was like, it was a whole thing. So, yeah, the 3 points makes a triangle. Triangles are spooky. Continue.
More than 20,000 people have vanished in the stretch of forest between Utqiagvik, Anchorage, and Juneau.
Yep. Okay, he's cooking.
Known as the Alaskan Triangle. I did look up how to pronounce that name, so I did a little research, listener. You're welcome.
Utqiagvik?
Yes.
Is how it's actually pronounced?
It is. I had to look.
How is
I had to
it
look it
spelled?
up. UTQ. So that's a triple crown winner right there. IAGVIK. Utqiagvik.
Utqiagvik. That's a beautiful name. That's the next kid
know.
I'm having is going to be little Utqiagvik.
I don't know origin or what. Oh wait, yes I do. It's Inupiaq, the language of the Inupiaq people who populate the region whose culture dominates the
the
area.
language UPS drivers.
Shout out to those peeps.
Shut up.
And some people say that paranormal forces are to blame.
Okay.
So the Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, which I never knew anyone called it that, but that is a much cooler name.
Yeah.
It's a region in the North Atlantic infamous for a number of mysterious disappearances over the years, fueling urban legends and conspiracy theories alike. But much further to the north is another equally strange and mysterious triangle of land, known as the Alaska Triangle. Darce, have you ever been to Alaska?
I have not. Although I might as well have because I've listened to the Wolverine podcast.
Yes,
season 1.
no free ads,
So-
but that is a great podcast.
I've basically been there if you ask me.
The region, loosely defined as the wilderness between...
Have you been there?
No, I haven't. But
Oh,
it looks
okay.
amazing.
You kind of set that up to be like, oh man, I
Oh,
shot
you
a salmon in
haven't,
the head.
Darce. Where
I
do you
can't
buy your
afford
beaver
it.
furs?
Although I knew somebody, or I talked to some, I know somebody who lived there for many years.
Really? Do I?
And they were like, no.
Ah, good.
Sorry.
Good, I wouldn't
Sorry,
want it.
I have other people in my life. But yeah, he went to school in Anchorage, and he was like, "Yo, it was just vampires everywhere, baby."
That's sick.
I was like, "I fucking knew it."
Now I want to go even more. The region, loosely defined as the wilderness between Utqiagvik, Anchorage, and Juneau, has also been called Alaska's Bermuda Triangle. Although that description is perhaps a disservice to how truly deadly the Alaska Triangle is. So this writer's stepping up the game, dude. Bermuda Triangle?
Poggers.
Fuck that, dude. That's weak.
That's bullshit.
We're talking Alaska, brother. The phenomenon first came to public attention in October 1972, when a small passenger plane suddenly disappeared en route from Anchorage to Juneau. Neither its passengers nor its wreckage were ever found, despite multiple search efforts spanning 325,000 square miles.
325,000 square 100 miles.
I will give it to the Alaska Triangle. It is much spookier if a plane goes down over land and is not found. Because if it goes over the ocean, I'm like, yeah, it's gone. Like, it is sinking and no one's ever finding it. Whereas over land, it's like, how could they not find it?
Yeah. But it's also Alaska, dude. There's like bears could hide it.
It is pretty. I also probably cannot sit here and mentally comprehend how big 325,000 square miles is either.
Yeah, it's a lot of miles.
It's a lot of miles.
That's more than my Super Duty even has on it, though.
Sheesh. Call now. It's truck month, baby.
Everybody knows I love my Super Duty.
Is it ever not truck month at some place?
Well, Toyotathon comes.
True. But what about Honda days?
Well, it depends on if the hedgehog.
It depends on if the Punisher sticker sees its shadow or not. Then you know if it's truck month.
6 more weeks of Honda days.
The symbol of truck month. It only got worse from there. More planes have crashed in the Alaska Triangle. Hikers have disappeared, and locals and tourists alike vanish as if into thin air. History reports that since the 1972 crash, more than 20,000 people have gone missing in the Alaska Triangle, a rate that more than doubles the national average, leading many to speculate whether these disappearances are natural or supernatural.
Okay.
Which do you think, Tars? Go now. Shoot from the hip.
I think they're naturally supernatural.
Naturally. Although the wilderness that would have come to be known as the Bermuda Triangle of Alaska has seen its fair share of missing persons prior to 1972, it truly became a point of public fixation in October of that year, when a private airplane carrying U.S. House Majority Leader Hale Boggs vanished somewhere between Anchorage and Juneau.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you think he's related to Wade Boggs?
All hail Mr. Boggs?
All hail Mr. Boggs.
All hail Mr. Boggs.
All hail Mr. Boggs.
What if it's just this entire podcast we just turn into a podcast about Hale Boggs?
Yeah, we're just at
be a Hale Bogcast.
We're just an occultist group trying to bring back Hale Boggs from the death he in wherever the fuck Alaska.
All hail Boggs.
On October 16th, 1972, Boggs and Representative Nick Begich were on board the twin-engine Cessna 310 plane. I don't know what kind of plane that is. It sounds kind of sick. Twin-engine Cessna 310. Playing along with one of the Begich's aides, Russell Brown, and the pilot, Don Johns. Dude, they're making these names up to give me the
I was going to say, this is not real. This is a game of Mad Libs that they fucking lost and somebody made this shit up about it.
Dude, this has to be insider, tampering, because there's no way a pilot named Don Johns is not the best goddamn pilot around, dude.
Yeah, right. He flew that shit through the Gateway Arch. He was doing fucking spins and back flips or whatever they're called.
Dude,
aerials.
Sleeps in his aviator sunglasses, dude.
Slippy was do a barrel roll.
He did it. Don Johns would have done it, dude.
Shout out Don Johns.
Boggs had been visiting the freshman Begich during his campaign trip, but at some point during their flight, the plane seemingly vanished into thin air.
Uh-oh.
According to Politico, not to make it Politico in here.
Not to make it to Politico.
According to Politico, when word of the plane's sudden...
Politico!
People are like, wow, they hate Politico, they hate trucks.
What do they like?
What do we like?
There's nothing.
When word of the plane's sudden disappearance reached Washington, D.C., it kickstarted the largest search and rescue operation seen up to that point in U.S. history.
Okay.
In total, 40 military aircraft and 50 civilian planes aided in the search, which spanned the 325,000 square miles. It lasted for more than 3,600 hours.
Damn. I saw that movie.
Dude, how long is that?
That's a day or two? I don't fucking know, dude. I'm no mathematician, bro.
It's 3,600 hours. Here we go.
Wait, let me do some quick math. 1,400 days.
Not even close. It's 150 days.
Oh, I meant 140 days, not 1,400.
You would have been much closer.
Yes.
But 39 days later, the search party found nothing. Not a trace of the plane or anyone who was on it. The search was called off, and the incident prompted Congress to pass a law mandating that all U.S. civil aircraft be equipped with emergency locator transmitters. So this is where we get, the black box is just like, I guess was optional back then.
Yeah, they didn't pay for the advanced, the Pro.
Yeah,
Airplane Plus.
Dude, you gotta have the wireless Bluetooth Airplane Plus, brother.
Airplane Plus comes with black box and no ads. You gotta
store
get it.
all your photos. Not long after, conspiracy theories surfaced, including one. So first of all, we already got on that. No way Don Johns crashed that shit.
Yeah, no, we're ahead of the game. Don Johns didn't crash it. It was a government conspiracy.
So one of the conspiracy theories pertained to Boggs's membership on the Warren Commission. Do you know about the Warren Commission, does?
Yeah, it's when they released a bunch of rabbits in downtown Seattle.
And Seattle just could never recover. It's still like that.
No, it was...
People have their side of the city and rabbits have theirs.
Yep.
No, the Warren Commission was set up by President Lyndon B. Johnson to investigate the assassination of John F. Kennedy, and his dissenting opinion on the commission's report pointing to a lone assassin.
Okay.
So Boggs was there's a second shooter, Magic Loogie type of situation.
Magic Loogie?
In short, Boggs believed that Kennedy's assassination may have involved multiple individuals, and conspiracy theorists believe Boggs was killed because he was looking...
Dude, I think it was a Ryu fireball.
Could have been, or a Shoryuken right up into the air.
Yeah, exactly.
He was killed because he was looking too deeply into something he should not have.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice. Are you
very
eating
cool
cereal right now?
No, I'm drinking whiskey. That's the clink of my whiskey stones
like
against my glass, my dear boy.
It sounded like the clink of a spoon.
Here's my impression of me eating Captain Crunch.
Was it good?
What do you think? Cut so good.
Yeah, it was good. However, Boggs's plane was not the first or last to disappear in the Alaska Triangle. In fact, in 1950, a military aircraft carrying 44 people also vanished without a trace. The same happened with a Cessna 340 carrying 4 passengers in 1990, Discovery reports.
And an Xbox 360 in 2007.
God, with Gears of War 2? Forget about it.
Yeah, but remember the Blades? Remember the Blades UI?
Wait, the what?
The Blades UI, as it was called?
No.
Remember the original Xbox 360s had the 5-panel UI where you swipe between them?
Awful. I hated that UI.
That shit was sick.
And
or maybe it's just nostalgia talking,
had
but that shit was
6
sick.
icons. It was a soccer ball, a very poor
the little
skull with a fire behind it.
Do you know who Parappa the Rapper is?
Yeah.
The little one that kind of looks like him with the hat.
There was a Parappa the Rapper spinoff.
Yep.
Oh God. People out there are like, "Fuck, dude," and just thinking about the Halo 2 menu music, getting sentimental while listening to this. Oh, shout out my cousin Brandon, who's a huge fan of the show. He showed me, him and his friends made a very, very funny movie on Vim. It's on Vimeo now called "It's Bugs Tonight," and if you like really funny shit,
it's Bugs Tonight.
You should watch it.
If you like funny shit,
watch it. I was blown away by how funny the writing was and how good some of the jokes are. Incredible. Anyway,
it's Bugs
Tonight. I don't know. I couldn't. I'm not sure. It must be a reference to something I didn't catch, but it's amazing. Check it out on Vimeo. And the mysterious disappearances don't stop there.
What a plug.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. In fact, the situation only becomes more staggering when factoring in the number of individual people who have gone missing in the Alaska Triangle. More than 16,000 since 1988. Or to put it another way, roughly 4 out of every 1,000 individuals in Alaska, more than double the national average. So people are going missing, Doug.
Okay.
Alaska seems like a scary place.
Yeah, there's a lot of wilderness and bears.
And I think a lot of people running away from dark shit.
Yeah. Also, when I was speaking to this gentleman from Alaska, and I was like, here's what I know about Alaska. You get a tax rebate for living there.
Sick.
And I thought it was like you got like $15,000 a year just to live there. That's not the case. It's like $1,000 max.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like not as much as I thought. Because apparently all of the oil that is found in Alaska is shared. Like the profits are then shared amongst the people.
Oh, that's kind of good for the people.
Is where that comes from. Because something to do with like the way the land was purchased. I don't know what the fuck, but I'm not an Alaskan.
So quit asking. According to the Travel Channel, one prominent theory regarding the Alaska Triangle and the numerous disappearances within the region comes from a strange report made to the Federal Aviation Administration in 1986. The report claimed that Japan Airlines Flight 1628 had encountered 3 unidentified aerial phenomena, more commonly known as identified flying objects. Heard of them? They've been in the news a lot.
Maybe you've been around for a week or two.
I don't know if all our listeners know, but the U.S. government basically had a congressional hearing last week that was like, UFOs are fucking real, dude. I saw them. Tom DeLonge was right, dude.
Hey, Mom, there's something in the back room.
The pilot reported that they initially believed the craft could be military, before realizing that the objects were keeping pace with the plane and moving about it in an erratic motion while emitting bursts of light.
I wish that were me, dude.
God, just to have something just moving around you erratically.
Just emitting bursts of life at me? Oh.
These claims were reportedly later verified by civilian and military radar, leading some to speculate that the thousands of strange disappearances that have occurred in the Alaska Triangle could be attributed to extraterrestrials.
Okay.
This would be a sick setting for another Predator movie.
Yeah, Predator and E.T. Okay, we've seen Alien vs. Predator, but we haven't seen E.T. vs. Predator.
Dude, Prey-T, brother?
Prey-T. Pet. P-V-E-T. Pet.
He just Predator just sets up a bunch of Reese's Pieces and traps E.T., and that's the end of the movie.
He's like, ah!
Elliot! It just rips out
But then
his
E.T.
spine.
hits him with that glowing finger and just disintegrates the fucking Predator.
A power
GG,
he had
dude.
all along.
Yep, he just didn't use it on us, but he could have fucking golden gunned us down with that finger, no problem.
He could have, except they took all the guns out of that movie, remember?
Yeah, but then the Hammer of Dawn was his finger the whole time.
Have you seen the updated ET they made for the home release where all the cops point their radios at him?
No.
So in the original
so they removed the guns from the film?
Yeah, so when Elliot and ET are riding the bike down, there's a police barricade. All the cops are pointing their guns at him. Okay. And then in the home release or in a later digital re-release or whatever it was.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, they're holding
yeah,
radios.
they were get those guns out of there.
Yeah, they have shotguns, but then now it's just here's a radio. But they're still holding their hands as if there's guns.
It's great editing and wonderful family values.
You gotta love
Another
it.
theory suggests that massive swirling energy vortexes exist within the Alaska Triangle. So let's get right to the craziest one. Here we go.
Yep.
Supposedly, the direction of an energy vortex spins can influence human behavior. So this is getting close to murder wind. A clockwise vortex, for instance, creates positive emotions, while a counterclockwise vortex leads humans to experience negative feelings and confusion.
This is like toilets and flushing.
Dog, I'm always on that counterclockwise shit.
Sheesh. I'm feeling really counterclockwise today, dude.
I'm so confused.
Hey, Mom, there's something counterclockwise.
Indeed, electronic readings have reportedly detected significant magnetic irregularities within the Alaska Triangle. And search teams in the area have reported their compasses being more than 30 degrees off. That's a lot of degrees, Dars.
It's a lot of degrees, dude. I have 30 degrees.
Brother, I saw 30 degrees to Mars in concert, dude. It's off.
Oh, my God.
Something's off, dude.
Yeah.
I don't trust those guys.
That guy seems like a cult leader.
He does, dude. And I'm like...
Jared Leto, if you're out there.
Jared Leto, you were
Jared.
real good in Dallas Buyers Club, and then you suck in every superhero movie you're in.
Then you made a Joker that was it's like you took shirts from 2009 of SpongeBob as a gangster and did that, but with the Joker.
I touched his face in real life one time.
You touched Jared Leto's face? What?
I was at a 30 Degrees to Mars concert, brother, and he jumped out into the crowd, and I was there in the crowd, and he got real close to me, and I just stuck my hand out, and I touched him right in the face, like on the cheekbone.
Are you like a Leto vampire now, where you have to like touch other people to but
yeah, I'm crazy skinny.
I don't know enough character,
but also kind of fit, and my hair is like really scary, and yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Some have also reported feeling disoriented or experiencing auditory hallucinations, which purportedly could account for why people get lost or crash in the Alaska Triangle. So that's, again, very murder windy. Dude, I'm about...
I appreciate
dude,
murder.
There is a...
What?
There's a picture in this article I just scrolled to of an absolutely ripped up otter man.
Otter man?
Like, dude
what does that mean?
Is fucking ripped, brother. I'm gonna send you this picture and we'll post with the social media.
Is this supposed to be like the Liver King?
But dude, this guy's like torn, dude. He's doing his he's doing incline bench press for sure.
What is this? They literally just took a picture of Bigfoot and stuck an otter's head on it.
Yeah, dude, though, but look at his forearms, dude. He's stiff-arming anybody who gets in his way in the backfield. You kidding me?
What does this have to do with anything?
Other theories trace back even further, rooting themselves in Native American folklore. The Tlingit and Tsimshian peoples, for example, have told stories of creatures known as the Kushtaka, a shapeshifter that prowls the Alaskan wilderness searching for its prey.
Is that what this
is? The Kushtaka is... So we got a little cryptid freebie in here. The Kushtaka is similar in appearance to an otter, but often appears to those lost in the woods as a trusted friend.
Fuck, dude, if that thing walks up and he's like, hey, you want Skittles?
You don't remember me from college?
I would get out of there so fast. This thing is a goddamn nightmare.
Dude, and he is... No way. Look at his quads, dude. You're not getting away from him.
Look at his shoulder to neck connection. Like, what is... It looks like a goiter. Like, he's got to see a doctor, dude. That's not normal.
Yeah, dude, he's got that thick neck from he plays fullback or something, dude. He's sick.
Like, yeah, where in the woods is he just benching and doing deadlifts? Like, this is absurd.
So yeah, he usually appears trusted friend, leading victims deeper into the wilderness and either tearing them to shreds or turning them into a Kushtaka themselves. So you might be able to look like that. I'm kind of down.
With this one simple trick, doctors hate
Doctors hate the Kushtaka, dude. There are other theories as well, some more outlandish than others, ranging from heavy air and strange weather to energy laser beams from the lost city of Atlantis, which
fuck yeah,
we've already had a couple of Atlantis adjacent topics on this show. That said, there are also a few more grounded explanations regarding the Alaska Triangle for the skeptics out there. So whoever you losers are, buckle up.
Let the kids say.
While it may be fun to postulate supernatural occurrences within the Alaska Triangle, it would be a disservice to discuss the region without likewise looking into scientific explanations for its numerous disappearances. Darce, do you have any explanations before we go forward?
It was the Kushtaka shot down the plane.
Oh, shit.
And
I think a Kushtaka had pulled a DB Cooper. Robbed everyone blind.
It was on the plane.
See you later.
Passed a note to the sky waitress. What are they called?
Airline, sky waitress
attendant
is definitely what they want to be called.
The flight attendant passed a note, went to the bathroom, hopped on out,
and then the Kushtaka went up to the front of the plane, bonked Don Johns on the head, and then got out of there.
Yeah.
According to the manual, one of the most likely scientific explanations is quite simply geography. With year-round snowfall, dense wilderness, and massive glaciers containing hidden caves and giant crevasses, the odds of finding a downed aircraft... The odds of
I fell into my crevasse.
Oh, if you're listening to this in the French. Sorry. The odds of finding a downed aircraft or poor soul's body are slim. Hikers might fall into deep holes, their tracks likely covered with snow before the light has left their eyes. Which is a dark way to put that.
Yeah,
but
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy that you live in a part of the world where it's just like, see up there? If you go up there, it's over.
Yeah, you just don't come back. All done.
We're from like the most densely populated state, like that they would find you no matter what. But up there, man.
Oh yeah.
Up there, they're not gonna find you.
They're not gonna find you. The Kushtaka is gonna take your body.
Kushtaka is gonna get you in a goddamn.
Hey, Brian Kushtaka, tonight we're gonna hunt salmon.
Even planes, despite their massive size, can quickly become buried under heavy snowfall. Keep in mind, too, that the state of Alaska is itself massive. Alaska is more than twice the size of Texas, and most of it's still uninhabited by humans.
It's crazy.
That must rip, dude.
It's so big.
Living in a state where there's just, like, no people, like, it's mostly just nothing. Or nothing
Hashtag
people-wise.
no people?
Hey, all you people.
Yeah. Hey, all you people, won't you listen to me?
Can you hear my dog, like, coughing up a bunch of grass in the background? Okay, cool.
No.
The paranormal theories surrounding the Alaska Triangle are certainly exciting to discuss. I've had fun. But the truth is that it's unfortunately very easy for a person to go missing in the Alaska wilderness, and next to impossible to find them when they do.
Double sucks.
And that is the story of the Alaska Triangle. It is,
dude.
Big fucking triangle. It's
a big triangle. I mean, it's Alaska's. People don't realize, and Alaska is just a fucking like. It's so big.
Yeah, it's like Europe, dude. Like it's just fucking massive.
Yeah, it's insanely huge. And then at the same time, you got fucking Kushtaka running around.
You got Kushtaka all over the place. How did we score Alaska? Did we just like? Was there just gambling?
We were literally
with the
like,
Russians?
"Yo, Russia, hit us with that oil shit," and they're like,
sure.
They're like, yeah, that shit's too big, and there's Kushtaka.
Yeah,
take it.
If they scammed us into taking all the Kushtaka land.
Yeah, that's it's bananas. I just don't.
Yeah, but you might get if you start wandering around those woods, man. You might get the same kind of workout that Kushtaka is working with, and the results are apparent.
He does look ripped. Look up the Kushtaka if you haven't, so you can understand what we're talking about.
I'll post on post on the
socials
that those fit is cryptid around.
Yeah, fit it. The Squonk is like.
The Squonk also signed my birthday card.
Yes, he did.
That was pretty sick.
Very
I think Mothman and Squonk also got their note.
Yep. And the Loveland Frogman.
Oh, and Froggy G, dude.
Yep. So if you want to find
Frog,
that,
dude, the best.
Find that Kushtaka picture. Hit up Monday Morning Macabre on Twitter. Macabre Pod. Nope. MondayMorningMacabre.com. Macabre Pod on Twitter and Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram. Yep. And do all those things and tell us if you think we're nice people or if you think that Kushtaka has more muscles than I do. Let's take a poll.
Make a poll. We can do that on Instagram as well.
Yep. And vote and let us know. And I love you forever.
Love you all forever.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.